Welcome back, CJ lovers. And if this is your first time on the channel, do well to hit on the subscribe button, like this video, and turn on the post notification bell so you don't miss out when a new content is uploaded. Last week, I uploaded a tutorial on how to cut a beautiful kimono dress, and this time around, I'm going to be showing you the things I'm going to be using. I made use of a bias tape, a chalk, a thread, as well as a tape. Displayed here are two pieces of the front kimono, which I spaced the neckline by 1 inch in gap, and then I placed the bias tape in between the lines I marked, and then I secured it with my pin. Here I have with me a single piece of the back piece of the kimono. Here I have the lining of the back kimono, and the length of the lining is shorter by 4 inches compared to the actual fabric of the back piece, and it's just a single piece. Here is also two pieces of the front kimono, or the front pieces of the kimono, and it's actually shorter by 4 inches in length compared to the actual front of the kimono fabric. Now displayed here are the bias binding I placed in between those lines, and then I secured it with my pin and stitched it down on the neckline before turning the lining to the fabric. So here with me is the back part of the material as well as the back part of the lining. And then I stitched the lower part by 1/2 inch. Then I dragged the fabric, the lining, towards the neckline to complete the length as shown. Mind you, the fabric was longer by 4 inches, and then the lining is shorter by 4 inches. After drawing it to the neckline, stitching the neckline as well as turning the sides inside out after stitching it. This is how it looks on the shoulder point as well as on the front part of the fabric. You can see how it's looking so neat on the edges, on the neckline as well as on the sides. So now the next thing we are going to be doing before stitching the side is to join the sleeves to the armhole of the kimono. If you know you've gotten to this point and you've not subscribed to the channel, please do well to hit on the subscribe button, like this video, and turn on the post notification bell so you'll be updated regularly when I upload a new content. Now we're going to be notching the center point of the flare sleeve. After notching it, we are going to be placing the center point of the sleeve to the center point of the armhole, matching right sides together, securing the center point to the center point using our pins, the sides to the side as well as the lower hem to the lower hem. If you don't understand what is going on here, I'm going to be leaving a link to the tutorial of how we drafted the pattern for the kimono down in the description box, so you'll be able to catch up and follow up on what we did last week. So do well to stay tuned and watch this tutorial to the end to understand it. After pinning each and every point of the sleeve to the body of the armhole, we are going to be stitching it down round using 1/2 inch. And please also don't forget that what you do for one part of the sleeve is also what you're going to be repeating for the other part of the sleeve also. So after pinning it down, we're going to be stitching it with 1/2 inch round the armhole. So after doing that, we're going to be joining the sides of the sleeve together to be the sides of the actual kimono. And we're going to be making use of half of an inch to stitch it down as shown. Make sure to stitch the two sides with half of an inch. The half of an inch I'm making use of over here is the one we left for the measurement we used while cutting the fabric. Make sure to use your own measurement because this is the measurement of my client I'm using to sew this. After stitching every point down, this is the final result. It's looking very beautiful, very chic, and you can actually style this either with a gown or trouser or skirt, whatever one is comfortable for you. I'm going to be showing you how it looks on my clients. So please stay tuned. And if you're going to be recreating this, don't forget to tag me on Instagram at Selling Jerry's. And you can also drop your thoughts or any ideas or suggestions down in the comment section below. See how it's looking very beautiful on her, and you can see how excited she is while turning. Until I come your way next Saturday, keep being you, keep being creative, and enjoy every part of your creation. Bye, guys.